Greater Good Radio. Connect, learn, heal, and grow.
I can remember Hurricane Iniki. I was working on a project out on the south end. We couldn't go onto the island for like 5 days after the hurricane hit. And then when they allowed people to go back in, I decided to go over, and it was a resort project. We're probably about 8 months away from opening and completing the construction. Obviously, the hurricane set all of that back, right? And so I went over with 2 other executives on our team, and much to their dismay, took them back to the airport, and they said, "Aren't you going back with us?" I said, "No." "Well, you got to be crazy to stay on the island, and there's nothing." And I had 2 bottles of water and change of clothes. And I left them at the airport. I went through Lihue, and I went through Kapa'a, and I could see the big Red Cross tents, FEMA, the big lines, right? And everybody lined up to get their blankets and food and water, and was well executed. But as I started to move out into the more rural areas, like Anahola and Hawaiian homes, I saw something really different. I saw kids husking coconuts and stacking the coconut, like you would a case of, juice. They must have had 50 husked coconuts all stacked up. And then you go deeper and you see the hunters coming back with, deer and pigs. And I went further to the south end where I had some friends, and I go in the backyard, and it was the largest collection of lobster I had seen. The lesson was that the people who know how to live off the land actually flourish during those kinds of, right? And that's something, too, that we need to learn. And it's their nature to want to share it, too, right? So that night, the steak and lobster dinner, that was as good as anything you would get in Waikiki, right? And you hear a lot about this, right, of people living off the āina, people concerned about what's happening to the āina, right? The source of water, all of that, wildlife. And it's because when times are tough and you need to call on that, there are people who know how to do it. So, yeah, the lessons that we will learn will be multiple, but this idea of people helping one another, I think, is... And the sadness of even the evacuation of people grabbing elders, trying to get them out of Lahaina. Some of them making it, some of them not, right?
If you resonate with Greater Good Radio, please join our community at www.greatergoodradio.com, where you can get access to exclusive content and offerings. Hope to see you soon.